Alright, alright. My mic unmuted, obviously. Alrighty. I got several things to mention, but hold on, let me do my intro quick. Excuse me, chat. But yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing GT5 Story Mode. Apparently I can play GT5 online, because it mentions you can play online and all that. I'll have to see, because if I'm able to, then I'm sure they had to disable for a while, where you have to have, like, you have to actually have PS Plus. What up, chat? Yeah, what should they do for WWE 2K25, NFL, like Madden, and NBA? Because real shit, I can play with my homie, but it's only for GTA apparently, because NFL and all that shit, like they make that every year because it's a sport game. If it's like something story related, then that's quite different, you know. But I have to see. Hold up, let me see. But several things I want to mention though. So apparently my friends are pissed at me simply because I don't like any sport team specifically related to Michigan. Well, they're cheaters. That's all I gotta mention. You gotta realize that shit. Wow. So I can actually play GT5 online. Shit, and my homies and I are gonna consider doing heist and, well, possibly like tomorrow.
Trevor! Oh. Shit, are you okay? I saw the plane go down.
I survived, and Lizard Army didn't do so well, so that's something.
Ah, thank God. The fuselage went into the Alamo Sea. You might be able to salvage the hardware with dive gear or something.
Ah, good idea. But it'll take time. Tell Oscar he ain't getting these guns.
Okay. Look, I gotta ask. Are you in with the federal government? An agent Sanchez was
no.
here saying you and Michael had to
Again,
be
fuck
supervisors
no.
at the garage, the cook site.
Fuck, I gotta...
Oh, just so y'all know, if you're wondering why I'm at that part again, simply because my GT5 game had an update, I'm like, fuck. Like, it was still going the game, but after the update, it had to restart.
Do this, okay? But I'm using them, alright? They ain't using me. Let's make that clear.
Excuse me, chat. So the FBI is working for the cops, meaning the cops, anything they do, they're in trouble. So the FBI is against them, not for them. I mean, I'm sure they're for the greatness for the cops, like making it better, and not in ensuring that we don't have plenty of sinful cops, like tasing someone. Oh, hell no! I prefer using a gun. Those shit. If it's for like self-defense, taser, they use that if they want to. In terms of them being arrogant, you know, and greedy. Like if you don't pay for the fines or whatever for the ticket, like fuck them. Tickets should be banned as well. Just constant warning. Like if you do it again, then there's a chance you'll be in prison for a couple of days or so. Cause being in jail for years, like 25 or 30 years, or permanently until like the end time occurs, or whenever you rest in peace, I would say. Yeah, I would say whenever you rest in peace. Overall, overall chat, oh, I got a parallel park, seems like. Seems chat. Hold on, what was I mentioning, chat? So, cause being in jail for years, like 25 or 30 years, or permanently until like the end time occurs, or whenever you rest in peace, I would say. Yeah, I would say whenever you rest in peace. Overall, oh, I was mentioning about that. Okay. What up, though? Oh, I got a parallel park. Seems like. Yeah, I know exactly what I was specifically referring to. But overall, chat, yeah, it seems like it should just be a couple days, unless they're a sinner or like less sanctified. If they're lowly, if they're lowly and highly sanctified, then they don't necessarily need death sentence and just be there for like weeks, like days, weeks, or months. You know, instead of getting a ticket and just paying fines, because really that seems very greedy for the U.S. government and arrogant of them, which obviously YouTube is going to keep it private of what I specifically mentioned about the U.S. government and like the cops overall. But overall, chat, like, don't mind me walking. I typically do that when I talk, which you already know. You know. But yeah, overall though, chat, and I'm gonna hop on Fortnite afterwards, because real shit, there's gonna be a tournament potentially occurring, and real shit, I'm gonna consider getting myself gold within rank, you know. Excuse me, chat. But overall, chat, if you're like a virtue, well, you don't need jail at all. You're very righteous, very aware of the laws, and very aware of sins, and know exactly what sins are. If you're highly sanctified, same thing. I mean, you'll sin less, but you're still aware. If you're like lowly sanctified, less sanctified, and a sinner, well, sinner and those less sanctified will get a death sentence. But if you're lowly sanctified, then you won't. So it's jails for those who are highly and less sanctified, or just not less sanctified, highly or lowly sanctified, or just lowly sanctified. I would say just lowly sanctified, where you'll get jail like that, you know. I mean, it depends. Excuse me, chat. Actually, death sentence are for sinners, and for years, like plenty of years, are for those less sanctified. But those lowly sanctified and highly sanctified, actually no, lowly sanctified will just be for a couple years, or few years, or months, like plenty of months. But those highly sanctified, just highly sanctified, will just be for days, weeks, and months. But virtues, they don't necessarily need jail. But yeah, you know what I'm referring to. I'm just wanting you all to be aware, you know. But yeah, you can't be pissed at someone who doesn't like that specific team. I mean, if they don't like those other teams, then that's fucked up, and just prefer that team overall, but they'll explain their reasons. But, is it a factual opinion? No, it's their own judgment. Like, what if they change their mind, you know? If it's a factual opinion like mine, and I'm not necessarily being arrogant about it, it's simply because, like, it's something I can prove as a fact within that judgment, you know? We already witnessed that cutscene, you know? Alrighty. But that's a very interesting cutscene. But man, I had acid reflex last night, and while I was playing, but like on the other stream. Well, that stream before it ended, when my Wi-Fi got disconnected for quite a bit, or a little bit, and my other stream, apparently I didn't have much of a headache afterwards, and I didn't necessarily had acid reflex afterwards. So it was associated with my headache, which that is associated with my rare, specific type of mental trauma, which is very rare, very temporarily, you know. Apparently we gotta head to Polito Bay overall, and they're gonna talk, so I'm gonna not talk as much if they do talk overall, you know. Oh, speaking of that, anyway. Speaking of that, they typically talk during a mission while you're driving.
What now?
What's in the mission?
We got a funding problem.
Speaking of that, they typically talk during a mission while you're driving. What now? What's in the mission?
We got a funding problem.
Like, what's in the mission is what I'm
so we need a job
to, you know? Let me see if y'all can hear me during that part. Like, what's in the mission is what I'm
so we need a job
to, you know? Let me see if y'all can hear me. Anyway.
The jewel store. You talked about a score, a bank in the sticks. I need you to meet us there.
Oh, we're doing that shit.
That's the one. I'll get on a bus.
Oh fuck, we gotta
all right, let's
be badasses.
Don't start.
I won't. No
We're
way.
gonna get plenty
Good
of
call.
moolah
You
from
take
those
down a bank
from those
for $2 million.
motherfuckers.
First thing you do is call the hospital, tell them to get you a guy in a wheelchair.
Oh, this hayseed bank.
What the
You gotta
fuck?
be carrying that kind of change?
Local law enforcement extort money from all the weed farms, whorehouses, meth kitchens in the area. They keep their cash in safe
Well, fuck
deposit boxes.
them!
Then there's all the normal small town payroll stuff.
We should do well.
Exactly!
I've been thinking about you, Trevor. Your lifestyle.
Oh.
Oh, have you? Really?
Yes, I have. People always try to label you, you know?
I'll talk quite a bit, like, during the line, so you can be like, that, this is my reaction, and this is, like, what I can agree on, you know? Or disagree.
Maniac, psycho.
Friend, industry leader.
Definitely not a
Some ways you
psycho.
define
Trevor's definitely not a psycho.
categorization.
I mean, he could possibly be simply because of his PTSD, whatever mental trauma he has, but I'm sure it's PTSD or something.
But then,
What?
think about it.
Depending on which
Where
type
you
of
live.
PTSD or
Sandy
mental
Shores,
trauma
you
overall.
precious ass.
Think about it.
Depending on which type of PTSD or
Sandy Shores, you precious ass.
Just wanted to see if y'all can hear me overall while I was talking.
I'm sorry there ain't a place nearby for you to get your colonics.
Right. But why are you out here?
It's off the grid.
This is exactly
We're
how I'll
away
drive.
from it all. It's somewhere
That's very
real
moment.
and authentic. This is America, and real
Free
people ain't been
country!
Yeah, well,
I have
what
to
if
be
it
honest
gets
about that.
gentrified?
Free country.
Then I'll fucking move.
Okay. What about the way you dress?
What about it? I don't give a shit what I wear.
Exactly,
no,
man.
No. If
He's
you
grateful.
don't give a shit, you wear clean clothes that fit. So yours. Exactly, man. No. If you don't give a shit, you wear. They're all a little out.
Hold on, let me put my mic volume up so you can hear me quite a bit while I'm talking over them. Which I'm sure you can hear every detail of what I'm specifically mentioning. You know? Hope y'all can hear them while I'm talking over them, you know? Let me test that out.
You're a little wacky.
Whatever
Can y'all hear me chat while I'm talking over them?
What is this?
You're a little wacky.
Oh, but then when I raise it up, it was static a bit. I'm sure PS4 overall were statics, but this mic doesn't static as much when I put a bit down. Here, this would be reasonable. This good? Can y'all hear me while I talk over them?
It's not an absence of taste, T.
Yo, can y'all
It's
hear me?
the opposite of taste.
Like, is it staticking or anything when I talk over them?
It's not an absence of taste, T. Yo, can y'all hear me? The opposite of taste.
Like, is it staticking or anything when I talk over them? Okay, no, it's not necessarily. I'm just being aware, you know.
Nihilist. And then there's the tattoos, the hair, the weird music, the funny toys, the niche drugs, the everything.
What the fuck are we talking about?
You.
He's like, what exactly
Are
are
a
you referring
hipster.
to? Whoa!
You're a hipster.
Definitely not a hipster.
Hipster.
Oh, now it's staticking. What the fuck? And I'm not necessarily using the other mic where it statics constantly. Hold up. This good? Can y'all hear me? Yo! Can y'all hear me? This good? Can y'all hear me? Yo! Yo, yo, yo! Yeah, I hope it doesn't necessarily static, chat, you know? Like, does it static as much?
Classic hipster denial.
Because you already know he's definitely not a hipster.
Abhor hipsters,
Classic hipster denial.
Yeah, it's the PS4 overall, so whoever said that my mic was ass, fuck you all. For those who said that. I'm not saying it to them as a person, but for their moral, sinful, fucking behavior.
eat them for fun.
Like, real shit had nothing to do with them, like, it's
Love
more of the
saying
PS4.
they hate hipsters.
And I have a PS5 in my dad's place,
really
so don't be a
fucking
hater.
do.
Be a player.
Self-hatred,
Be a loving supporter.
common hipster affliction.
Overall. Can y'all hear me when I was talking over them?
Self-hatred, common hipster affliction.
Yeah, I mentioned loving supporter, so y'all heard that. Overall.
Well, Maybe because I'm living out here away from the bean machines and the bankers.
You're gentrifying.
Anyway, enough of the pausing. Let's continue the game.
Soon, the skinny jeans will show up, then the skinny lattes, and then the bankers. And you'll be somewhere else, starting the cycle all over again. Maybe you're not a classic garden variety hipster, but you're what the hipsters aspire to be. You, Trevor, are the proto-hipster.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't agree with
Seems
what
like he
you're
had a
saying.
headache or something.
You're talking bullshit. And you're trying to wind me up. But I'm very, very angry. And I want this conversation to stop right away.
Hipster.
Fuck you! Fuck you, Michael! Say it again.
I've made my point. I'm not a sadist.
Interesting conversation. Bro, shit.
The bus stops up here.
All right. How long does it take us to get out here from LS?
You're currently not in LS, are you? No, bro, you're Paleto Bay. What the fuck?
Come on, man. Knock it off.
What?
I'm gonna break your fucking fingers. You don't knock that shit off.
Well, please, all right? You'd alleviate the boredom.
Ah, finally. Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to paradise.
Definitely not paradise, brother.
Dry out here.
Don't worry, brother. Mark will take care of all your moisturizing needs. Shall we?
It's a desert.
We'll get started.
Bro, shit, would your hand get dry doing this?
Okay, let's take a look at this
Doesn't
bank.
seem like it. But the bank ain't necessarily that far.
We'll go to the
okay.
front of the bank, clock the entrance. If the paperwork's correct, the alarm will be a relic. We should be in and out before the local PD knows what's happening. That's the entrance to the bank. Nothing special. Take us around back.
Interesting bank. Oh, there's cactus as well. Just imagine there's an ATM there and there's like a cactus in the way.
There's an empty lot
That'd be
behind.
very fun.
No one should pay attention to us back there.
I like it. Man, the place is remote. It's got the right amount of foot traffic. This'll do.
Let's check out the alarm to be sure. Pull into the vacant lot with the garbage container in it. It's not ideal. It's gonna cost more to break that system than the score's gonna pay.
Well, we're gonna have to find a new score.
No. This is the score. What are our options?
It's a dumb idea, but we could trigger the alarm. See what kind of response they throw out.
That is a dumb idea.
Hey, you heard the man, all right? Shoot the sucker. Cops are coming! Get in!
Oh shit.
This is Toledo-based security services frequency. We have a code 30 Adam. Alarm going off at Blaine County Savings Bank. All cars in the area, please respond.
Toledo cars 3, 6, 9, and 1 will be there in 50 seconds.
Roger that. 4 units. Backup team at station is available.
You're fucked when I bring my geek knives here.
They've dispatched 4 cars in 60 seconds and more on standby. And it isn't even 30 Victor or shots fired. Oh, this is a real headache.
What do you got on the clock?
40 seconds.
This is Toledo Security. Any updates on the code 30 Adam? Backup ready to mobilize.
This is not normal. The response is out.
Huh. Um. My bad, I was watching something. One of my friends have a nephew, you know. Not have.
Out of proportion.
Cops in this county are dirty. The alarm just went off on their piggy bank.
This is them. What is that, a 67-second response time?
Yeah, 4 cars, more in the wings.
Bad cops, guarding dirty money. Fuck how many? We can take this.
Wait right here. We'll see if anything about their routine suggests a weakness.
Toledo
Okay.
Radio, this is Toledo Car 3. We have a code 12, false alarm, possibly triggered intentionally.
Roger that. We're gonna set up checkpoints on the Great Ocean Highway and the Sonora Freeway. Car-to-car searches and record checks.
Checkpoints? Searches? Fuck this! I ain't getting caught because Lester needs a wheelchair.
Hey, wheelchair or not, we're still faster than your ass.
Well, I'm not gonna outrun a cop. We've gotta go.
We're going. And if we're in front of Trevor, he'll be the one running from the cop. You are so trendy, T.
Hell yes, I am. Don't be fucking with me, boy. We gotta be aware not to crash, you know, because real shit, they're gonna catch up. Oh shit, there was a deer! Imagine that happened in real life. It would feel like brick I'm hitting, or a wall, or concrete. Nah, you're a cocksucker, buddy. I'm sure that's where you got the word from. Imagine. Well, I'm sure he did. Call me a cocksucker, de loca. Damn, we're going fast. We gotta be a bit slow, physically. Oh, that's fucked up. We're on a motorcycle. I meant to say slow the motorcycle. The motorcycle's gotta be slow. Oh shit, they're catching up. I don't want to crash. That's the whole point of why I'm slowing down quite a bit too. I'm sure that's what people grow weed at. Here, imagine that. Whoa, 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 whoa! I bet Mike wasn't crashing into one. Imagine. Whoa, you gotta be careful not to hit these. Whoa, that was close. Oh shit, Michael's catching up. We don't want him to crash into me. I'm just aware. Yeah, I gotta be a bit quiet. Hold up. They're close, but I'm still ahead of them. That's all that matters, most likely, you know. I love dirt road in terms of like nature. Dirt road means like people paved the way or something in terms of like. Fuck you, bitch! Now they're gonna catch up. Fuck you, Trevor. No offense. Okay, that was messed up. Actually, I was pissed. Alright, we gotta figure out a way to catch up. Ha! Dumbass. That was actually interesting. Actually, not fuck Trevor. I was referring to that thing. It took quite a while for me to process, don't worry. It may seem like a sin, that's another example. It may seem like it, but it's not necessarily, you know. It's all good. Oh, shit, it's all good. Currently on the road, that's very smooth. I'm sure that's like people don't go on dirt road much. But shit, I'm very professional. I would be very professional, or I should mention I am very professional overall, because I know exactly everything. Despite me taking quite a while for me to process, which is specifically associated with my rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very, very, very temporarily, in terms of like, you know, despite me having exactly 500 IQ, knowing exactly everything and is equal to exactly infinite IQ, you know?
Jesus, what took you so long?
Had to let you win.
Oh shit, is that the part where... Shit, I'm sure that's the part where Trevor's gonna, you know what? He's gonna puke. Cause I'm pretty sure, simply because of that motorcycle ride. Or, no, it's not the motorcycle ride.
Set up a board over here.
It's the food he's gonna eat.
Michael, man, your blood sugars are low. I'm making you some leftovers.
I'm fine, T.
Leftover. Fuck that. If I was a father of my 4 little girls, well, 4 because, yeah, not 4, not 5, 4 because, you know, Stardust will be 24 by the time my kids are like when they're like temporarily physically in adolescent / adult, like very young, whether they're 12, 11, 10, and 9, you know, what's in their mortal body, you know.
Huh? No, I'm the host, man.
I won't necessarily have a headache when I talk like a lot, when I have that great, lovely, peaceful, righteous, virtue talk. Overall, considering the fact that I won't necessarily have a headache. It's not necessarily nighttime. Well, it typically depends. I may sometimes get it, or I may not necessarily need it at nighttime. Especially with the acid reflex overall, you know.
You know, I don't want you to get hungry and moody, right? Then you're going to be making the wrong decisions.
Yeah, I've been making wrong decisions.
It has nothing to do with that, you
That's
know.
how I ended up here.
Yeah, it's more of the sin. It's not simply because you are hungry. That is fucked up. That is another myth that I want to mention as well. But it has nothing to do with the food.
Bon
Overall, you know.
Jesus Christ, Trevor, what is that?
What's wrong with you? That's just a what? An eyelid. That's probably not even human.
Ugh.
Unless that gas station job.
Gentlemen, some
What the
plans
fuck?
for your attention?
Trevor, you are definitely gonna barf that shit out. That's
Good. I'm gonna stay here a minute longer than I have to.
So I think
Damn,
our
it's
little
like he's eating air
experiment
or
showed that the
something.
response will be too quick to beat and too strong to walk through. That means you gotta face the cops head on.
Oh,
Dirty
that is the
dirty
bank
cops
heist. Okay.
Head on.
Head on. Man, I don't know.
Well, you'll be prepared.
You gotta definitely know, brother.
Convoys carrying military-grade hardware pass near here to get to Fort Zancudo. I propose hijacking one and using the equipment to get...
Oh, I'm gonna mention to my homie that GT5 online is definitely available. Hold up. Wish GT was crossplay at the very moment, but for GT6. So if my homie plays on Xbox, I can play while I'm on PlayStation 5, you know.
Edge on the locals. I can get you the exact details of the shipment as soon as we're done here.
But I'm gonna consider getting my homie a PlayStation 5. Bro, so overall, you know. Like overall, you know, we'll all play on PlayStation, but if he will still play on Xbox, then you know, overall. But
Anyway, you won't be...
GT6 is gonna release next year, so by that time he'll be on his PS5 Pro. So overall, we'd all play
Outside the
on
bank
it
too
overall. You know.
long. Polito Bay is... Well, it's a bay, so you're a street away from the water where Franklin can be waiting in a boat to get you out of there. I know none of this is ideal, but it's the only way I can see of taking the score and providing for your FIB paymasters.
They're gonna be the paying
Fine.
guys.
We need personnel?
Just a gunman. They'll be taking on the cops with you, so my advice, choose someone good.
Think about my buddy Chef, okay? Consummate professional.
Excuse me, chat. It's not necessarily about how good they are. Plus, that's the cut, right? Damn, that's fucked up. That's how greedy you want them to be. Okay, we're definitely going for Chef because, come on, we don't go for greatness. We go for the skills, and regardless of the skill, we don't necessarily want to be arrogant and greedy about it, you know?
You sure this is the guy?
Absolutely. Oh, so it's just that one guy, okay.
That should do.
I'll get the equipment together. Michael, you reach out to Franklin. Trevor, you do what you do.
Roger that.
And I'll call you when we're ready to move on
Watch this. Watch what Trevor's gonna do, watch.
I mean, it's gonna be tight, but, you know, me casa, su casa.
I'll get a motel, thanks.
All right, suit yourself.
Fine, I'll give you a ride.
Oh, shit.
Adios, amigos.
And he's gonna put it back in the fridge. That is... Come on, man. Oh my gosh! It's gonna disappear. That's acid to you? Well, that's definitely acid. Why that though? He ate the food. We gotta aim at that. No, because that's gonna turn green.
Franklin, buddy, what's that?
Anyway, it disappeared. It's all good.
Hey, look, there's these red.
We're not gonna worry about it.
Looking for you, homie. Some angry motherfuckers.
Oh, fuck
I found
them.
where they stay, man, and I've been following them.
Okay, well, it's gotta be the O'Neill brothers. What's left of them? I'll pick up Michael and we'll come to you.
T, hey, man.
Well, I'm gonna do something for quite a bit. I'm gonna do several shit. Give me a minute. That's what I typically do when I stream. Or you know what? Well, I would consider doing it, but I'm gonna possibly end it right here. So chat. Any mission? Oh, right there. Well, anyway, chat, I'm gonna end it right here. If you want to see more of me playing GT5 story mode, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end it right here. Take it easy, chat. I'm gonna possibly check out GT5 online whenever I get a chance. But shit, that's badass. Anyway, chat, take it easy.